Alrighty, everyone, this is next one. For you, it might have been about a day. For me, it has been seconds. We are just gonna go back to our base and see if we can make a iron pickaxe or maybe a shield. I haven't really decided yet. Wow, that's really cool actually that we have that whole jungle behind our castle. It kind of looks like we built the castle and it's like helping us take over the jungle or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that looks really nice now. I wish I could add some more flourishes to it, but I honestly am not that creative when it comes to building. Can I not? I could swear there was. Yeah, I'm pressing the right button. I could swear there was a swim faster. There was a way to swim faster, but I don't know. Weird. I feel like the squids are overrepresented. We need more wildlife. Oh, also we might make a fishing rod this episode and do some fishing. I don't know if you guys would be up for that, but I am. Alright, let's just see what we can craft. A fishing rod, yes. Or do we want a bed? Can we make a bed yet? Sleep? Anything? I guess not. Oh wait, we need wool for that, and we need shears to make the. We need shears for the. Well, we don't need shears, but we want shears because we're not bad people here, chat. All right, so we have a fishing rod. That's great. We want another iron. Nah, I guess we're fine here. Is there anything we really care about? Not really. Like, really, the bed's the only thing I super want. I guess I would like a boat, but I don't need that either. Yeah, we're just gonna dump all this stuff and go back out, I guess. We actually need another. We need more chest, which means we need more wood. All right, let's see if we can make a chest out of just this chest. And for chests, we need planks, and but planks we just need to do this. And now we can make a chest. Yes, always make chest in twos, just because it's better. We're going to make a boat, I guess, just to have it. We might do some brief exploration by boat, just because we have one now. And we can now make a boat with a chest, which always feels good. There we go. Now we're really working with fire. We're gonna make another chest, I think. Do we not have enough planks? Oh well. Anyways, I think we're good. We're just gonna put this down. And we're just gonna throw all this crap into it without any regards for anything. We will smelt that though. Let's melt it. We have so much copper. Doesn't really do anything for us too, it's the shameful part. Nothing with copper, except lightning rods. I guess I'll throw down a lightning rod just to have that. I don't actually know how many lightning rods we might need. Never really figured that out. Oh, we also want our boat. We'll just put the lightning rod over here, I guess. Just to be sure. My wife just asked me what my favorite Disney movie is, and I'm honestly not 100% sure. Like, I'm not really sure. How do I get in the boat? There we go. So let's just do some boat-based exploration, see what's around us. So my favorite Disney movie, like Tarzan's pretty good. Lion King is pretty good. Um, Tarzan, Lion King. Is Treasure Planet Disney? If it is, I like Treasure Planet a lot. That looks promising for some potential iron near the surface. I'm terrible at driving these boats. Can I see my base? Yeah, okay. It's big enough to be seen on the map. But yeah, anyways, I guess I'll go harvest that stuff. How do I get out of a boat? What button do I use to get out of a boat? Options. Do we have controls? Keybinds. How do I get out of a boat? I feel really stupid right now. How do I get out of a boat? Cinematic cabinet. That sounds interesting. Uh, I'm Googling it. I'm not the only person who has this problem. Shift. Is that right? That doesn't feel right. Anyways, let's see if it's right. No crap, really? Well, that's a dumb feeling, but whatever. Anyways, we're just gonna collect this stuff up. Why can I not attack now? Did I unbind something? Yeah, I must have unbound something by accident. Anyways, we now have sugar. I can't believe shift is get out. That's really dumb. By the way, there's a lot of people asking that, so I only feel a little bit dumb. Ooh, that looks cool. Interesting. I've never really been into the jungle biome before. Interesting. Yeah, this game can be really beautiful, even without mods, but especially with mods. Like Skyrim wishes it got this pretty. So is Oblivion, at that matter. Well, we're not really seeing anything special or interesting. There is this little river that goes up into the plains, I guess, biome, so we might check that out a little. But mostly just like exploring around and see if there looks like there's, like for instance, if we can find a destroyed netherite gate with a chest, sometimes you can get some good stuff out of that. Is it a netherite gate you can find randomly? Yeah, whatever, the portals. I think they're called netherite. I might have also picked that up from another game. I'm not really 100% sure. Hmm. I really do like the variety of biomes in this game. Like, I feel like they do that better than a lot of procedurally generated games. Like, it just feels very nice. We might start farming soon, not sure. Like, you need certain vegetables for that and a little bit of wood for some pins, I guess. By the way, I followed a side route like that one you just saw back there one time, and it took me into, like, there was suddenly, like, a drop-off in it, and it took me into a cave, and I got lost forever, and that was the end of a... That wasn't really the end of a save, I actually just made a new base, but it was the end of the first base's life on that save. Alright, so we got more jungle over here. Interesting. I think I'm gonna go back to my base now. I was really hoping to just find some, either a town or some... Wow, that's really cool over there. The way that, the way that one tree is just at the very top of a, hill, mountain, I don't know what to call it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The procedural generation in this game is just a little better than most other games, I think. I've never really been impressed by the procedural generation in any game but this one, actually, now that I think about it. That music. That just hits right. Alright, what side of the islands are... Okay, so we go this way, I think. Hi, squid friends. Hi, Squidward. I wonder if we ever got to a point where we could have friends, friendly, aqua creatures. I know we can tame wolves and have farm animals, but I don't think the aquatic creatures are included. I just noticed there's something stuck between my front two teeth and it annoys me a lot. Anyways, that was a fun little exploration just to see what's around. I was hoping for more, but it's what it is. No! There we go. I'll probably make a I'm probably gonna make a dock pretty soon, but I want to do some fishing because I remember the fishing used to be a really nice way to just bypass some of the more annoying points like iron, because I know you can fish up iron, I think. Let's see. I've actually been wanting to go fishing in real life for a long time, but it just hasn't happened. Ooh, what was that? Tripwire hook, okay. But anyways, I just wanted to go fishing for a long time. It just hasn't happened. I don't have any fishing gear, so I'd. Ooh, cool. Anyways, let's see if I can get near those fish over there and see if they'll. I don't know if the mobs actually matter, but yeah, it just hasn't happened. Also, I keep hearing about how one of the lakes near me, despite being pretty nice looking, is kind of contaminated with fecal matter. That's not amazing. So, like, don't eat anything out of the lakes around me, I guess. I don't know which one or anything about it, but yeah. Maybe Google that before you do any fishing. Actually, always Google it. What did I just catch? Anything? No. But yeah, one time, by the way, so this is kind of a funny story. So my wife and I, we used to live near a convention center when we were in our last apartment. So we, in the lobby one day, we just found a bunch of tickets had been left, and the tickets were to to the convention and it was for a boat convention, like selling boats. So we went, and then like we were discussing which boat we would buy, what the plus and minuses were. I even talked to a salesman about why this one boat was cheaper than the other boat, what were the feature differences, and oh, what was that? Ooh, ooh, interesting. But yeah, anyways, it was a really ridiculous situation, but like it was pretty fun. Like I'd like to own a boat. I'm just not quite to that point in my life. Like give me 10 more years, I might have that much disposable income to just own a boat. Also, I'm pretty sure my HOA doesn't allow me to have boats in the driveway, so we'd have to like move or something if we really wanted a boat. Our HOA isn't bad, but it's not good either. Like they aren't like crazy and strain or strict, and they're pretty responsive by email, and the fees aren't that bad, and they do keep our signs and pool looking nice. But I don't know. It's just kind of a buzzkill to have to like email someone your plans before you change something about your house or yard or something. I'm not one of those people who is completely against HOAs, because I've also seen the other side of things. Like I've seen what happens when you don't have an HOA. The house I used to live in before the apartment was it was in a smaller town, and so a lot of people would move there and retire. And at first it wasn't really a thing, so like the neighborhood was pretty okay, like it was just a little far out. But then at some point, like one of our neighbors moved, and then a neighbor moved, and then at some point someone moved in and they had chickens. And I don't know if you know this, but chicken coops don't smell good. They don't smell good at all. And so then we had another neighbor moving across the street. So now we have two corners with we have two corners having we have two corners with people with chickens, and the new ones also have a pig too. And suddenly it's like, oh my god, like the wind blows wrong and it smells so bad. So I understand the need for HOAs sometimes. Like I've seen both sides. Like I understand why HOAs are a pain sometimes, and I've also read some real horror stories about HOAs. But yeah, I uh, I don't think I would want to live with like I don't know like maybe talk to a neighbor, a potential neighbor ahead of time and ask them how the HOAs are, because like on one hand, there's some real crazy HOAs out there. Like I was just reading about a story about someone being fined by their HOA for handing out water, and they didn't have a permit to do that, and it was like 100 degrees. And that's just crap. But on the other hand, I've lived between two people trying to farm animals, and it was really gross smelling sometimes. What was that? I don't know. I don't want to test my luck with that one anymore because I think I can repair a fishing rod when I get an anvil, and it's pretty well enchanted already. So I think we're just gonna switch back to our regular fishing rod. It's not like it seemed to do much for us, anyways. It's not exactly Pokemon where the better fishing rod just get you better Pokemon. I wonder if I might, I don't know. I might do a Nuzlocke at some point. Those can be pretty fun. Like, I've seen quite a few streamers do them, and I've always wanted to do one, but I've never really had the will to set it up. But if I'm gonna do it for a video, I probably consider it. Like, they get pretty insane. Also, I can't remember what his name is, but I'm addicted to this one YouTuber who just does these weird Professor Oak, I think they're called, challenges, where you catch every Pokemon before you catch every Pokemon in the area before you're allowed to move on, and that involves elves, and that includes evolving them too, and it's a whole thing. Like, it's wild. I don't know. I've just watched those kind of videos so many times now. It's kind of ridiculous. What happened there? I might have missed a fish when I turned my head. Oh, I wish for a fish. But yeah, we're not having super great luck with fishing, although that rod was pretty nice. I just wish it had more durability on it. But yeah, we're ending our need for food, that's for sure. Not that we've really needed food, but we're ending our need for it. I don't know, I just want to play a survival game where food actually matters. Like, infrastructure actually matters. I feel like that's the problem with a lot of these, like, Minecraft's super chill, so I understand, like, the resources not being a dire need. 7 Days to Die has gone completely in the opposite direction. It's just so easy to get food and water and weapons and ammo, so it doesn't feel like it's survival anymore. If you have any suggestions on survival games, that would be great, honestly. Like, I'm looking for a game that's kind of like 7 Days to Die, where there's enemies. You don't even, don't even. Where there's enemies that are dangerous, maybe even zombies. Zombies are always nice enemies. I don't like anything that shoots, honestly. But anyways, and I also want like to have to craft a lot, and I want to like have a base, and I want infrastructure that leads to higher levels. I don't want to just I don't know. There's this really fine line between being able to get lucky with loot and bypassing a difficulty level, and just completely invalidating crafting. Like, it's a super fine line, and like, obviously Minecraft doesn't invalidate crafting because everything you do is crafting, but it doesn't really have much in the way of the survival elements. 7 Days to Die like is invalidating crafting and doesn't have much to do with the survival elements, and yeah, I'm just looking for something better that, well, not better than Minecraft. Minecraft's its own thing. You can't do better than Minecraft. Minecraft is the Minecraft. But I mean, like a survival horror game like 7 Days to Die is just better. Fishing is a little too easy in this game, if I'm being honest. I don't know if anyone's ever played it, but there's this game called Star Wars Galaxies. It was an MMO way back, and they had fishing in that game, and it was a whole thing. But anyways, ooh, can I make an iron pickaxe? Yes, I can. I just need sticks. Do I have sticks anywhere? I have wood, so I can have sticks. Ah, sticks. But yeah, that game had surprisingly in-depth fishing for being an old MMO. We're just gonna cook some cod, I guess. Yeah. Alright, we have our iron pickaxe, so that's gonna enable us to go a little further into the game. Can we make anything else out of iron? We can make an iron shovel, but that feels like a huge waste. Yeah, I think we're good. We also should plant some of our bamboo and sugar, because I think it just needs water and sand, and we have that outside, so we could just get that growing. Yeah, let's just get that growing. Yeah. I don't think they're antagonists to each other, so I'm not even sure that's a mechanic in this game, so we're just gonna plant them and hope they grow. There we go. Alright, so we've got it's not a farm yet, but we've definitely got something started there. Tripwire, we're just dumping stuff from our inventory. We're gonna put that away so I don't accidentally use it. Why did I do that? Alrighty. We're pretty good for doing adventures, I'd say. Fishy fish. Cooked cod. Cooked cod. Eat the cooked cod. I think I haven't had cod in a while. I'd be up for eating some cod, I think. Let's just cook the rest of our cod to get rid of it. Where was the other fish? Fishy fish and fish. Raw salmon. Alrighty. It's daytime too, so it's not gonna be super dangerous outside, but we just want to be careful. By the way, this game only letting you waste at most like one block worth of fuel is something more games need, if I'm being honest. Like, it's just such a pain to have to micromanage that kind of stuff in other games. I don't know if we can eat a pufferfish, can we? Be kind of silly if we could. Anyways, I don't have to worry about that. So now that it's daytime, I might try to explore that way over there because we kind of wrapped that way and found that huge underground area. But cool. I can apparently get salmon just from random mobs. But anyways, we're gonna go this way and see if there's anything over here. We wrapped the other way last time and it was fine, but yeah. I guess I could just butcher some sheep and get the wool that way. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I want a bed real quick. I want to actually spawn into my base. I think I only need 2. I don't want to butcher too many. I don't think they stop spawning, but I'm not sure. Let me just real quick see if I can build a bed. Squid friend. Squidward. So, SpongeBob's apparently still an ongoing thing. Like, I thought that stopped a very, very long time ago, but apparently it didn't. That's wild to me. Like, I can't believe SpongeBob's still a thing. Bed. Bed. I need 3. Crap. Sorry, sheep. I need 1 more. I need 1 more. But yeah. Anyway, SpongeBob's apparently still a thing. I have not seen it in decades. I don't even know if it's good anymore, honestly. Like, it'd be great if it was. Cause I remember I used to like SpongeBob quite a bit. One time, me and my wife tried to watch some SpongeBob episodes that were on, I don't know, Netflix maybe. Don't know which of the services it was on, but anyways, apparently I've seen the first season of SpongeBob so many times. It's apparently seared into my very soul because I was having deja vu while watching it. I have enough of that, and I just need some wood. And so I can apparently just never watch the old episodes of SpongeBob again because they're seared into my very being and soul. I'm just gonna go outside and cut down a tree, I don't know. So yeah, that's a shame. I would have liked to be able to rewatch the old ones and have it be like new, but even over a decade since the last time I watched SpongeBob actively as a kid, I still remember the episodes. It's crazy. And to think, there's actually important things I've forgotten, but I remember SpongeBob of all things. Isn't that wild? No, I did need planks, dang it. There we go. Finally, we have a bed. Yes. Yes, please. I'm just gonna plop it down. I'll make this into an actual room later. Respawn? Okay, yeah. I'll make it into an actual bed later. We're not taking a boat this time. We will take our cooked salmon, and we'll cook some raw mutton too. Alright, now we're really cooking with fire. Literally. That's what our forge is doing. I'm tired. Whew. Surprisingly tired, actually. Don't know why. man, this music. Alright, good, I didn't extinct the local sheep population. That's dangerous down there. It's always the ones with water that tend to get me, although lava obviously gets me too. Alright, we're not gonna waste this on simple iron. I should have made more torches, I'm being dumb. But I'm not seeing any surface level iron. That's really what we're looking for, some surface level iron. Oh wow. Okay. OSHA is not happy. It used to be you could find surface level iron fairly commonly, but I think they might have changed that quite a few patches ago. I'm not sure though. Let me know in the comments if they changed that and I'm just barking up the wrong tree. There's a hole up there and I wish to explore it. Yes. Oh, that's some surface iron right there. Any more? Yes. Yes. This is exactly what we wanted. Look at this. Perfect. Any more? Don't waste the durability. Oh, hey. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a free-floating block like that before from on Generation. I've obviously created them, but I've never seen it on Generation. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything surface level. We will be coming back to this one, because I feel like this is a better one than the other one we were exploring. It's that one, like, you have to risk life and limb just to get there. Oh! Is that a village? Finally. I was worried we were really far from a village. Alrighty. We'll kill the village's sheep. That way we don't have to worry about a local population. Oh, a horse! That'll be something for later. Is there any more sheep here? Because I remember we need a bed to make the villagers okay with us. Ah. It was such a wild plot line that apparently Oh! What is this? Okay, anyways, it was such a wild plot line that Jennifer Coolidge was... Oh, useless to us. We're just gonna rob these guys blind. Anyways, Jennifer Coolidge fell in love with a villager. That was a wild plot line. I don't know who came up with that. Ooh, look at all that bread. These must be a very prosperous village. Let's see. Unfortunately, none of the crops seem to be very grown. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm starting to get a little tired, so my brain's starting to go a little crap. What are these? Hay bales, okay. Well, I mostly want the watermelons, I guess. We're just gonna wreck your village. It'll only be a minute. Yeah, we're gonna probably start our farm next episode based off all the stuff we've stolen from villagers. Anything in this house over here? It'd be pretty hard to kidnap a villager, but it's not the worst I've ever had to do. Empty map is useless to us because we have superior map. So is there only one villager in this whole village, or am I just not seeing them? Well, whatever. One's enough. I wouldn't have built my house there personally, but hey, each their own. Oh, hey, a donkey. Is there leather in the... Yeah, there's leather. You give your life for my success. Wow, that donkey put up a fight. I don't think I actually got anything out of that. I thought donkeys would drop leather, but I guess I'm wrong. This is a pretty cool little design for a house. Oh, I guess that's what the donkeys... Ooh, an emerald. Smoker. This is a pretty cute little design for a house. I like this generation. Anyways, I would like more villagers, I guess, but this is more than enough. We can definitely get started with just this, I guess. Ooh, armor, perfect. So this is... Wow, I'm really far from my base, actually. So this is the nice little village. Not sure what that is over there. Anyways, I think our exploration has come to an end. This is probably the last episode I'm going to record today. I don't know how I got so tired. Oh my god. Well, now we know what happened to all the villagers. They built on lava. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.